Oh yeah, if you didn't know, Youngla is collabing with Batman, The Dark Knight Legacy specifically, and if you're a Batman fan like me, you need to watch this. Because y'all, this looks so cool. All right, y'all, I think I'm ready for a windstorm. And it is the tiniest little seam. Look at that rise. That's like 3 inches. It was just too big for me, so I decided to cut it into a cute bolero. This is what you're gonna get if you size up. On the soft scale, I would say it's about an 8. Now the exciting part, the giveaway. Hi babes, welcome back to another Youngla try-on haul, and this time we're reviewing Black Friday. There's so many new items and tons of items restocking, especially a lot that sold out and have never had a restock. So I'm gonna link down below the preview so you could see the new items, which items are restocking for him and for her. I will start off this video by going over the women's items, and then towards the end, the men's items. I will put timestamps in the description below so you can see where you'd like to start. But my name's Taylor. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Something that is so crazy is the Youngla Black Friday drop is happening November 25th at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and the 25th is also my birthday. So your girl's gonna be doing a birthday giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away 3 $100 gift cards to Youngla and Youngla for her. If you want to figure out how to enter, stay tuned for the end of the video. You can also follow me on Taylor B Lifts and Taylor N Ben on Instagram for extra entries to the giveaway. I will make this very quick and to the point. I was only able to get certain items, so these are my favorite items from the new ones released. I will be talking about some of the ones online as well. Code Taylor will activate the Black Friday sale, giving you 30% off the whole entire website, even the sales section. So if you use my code and you've supported me, thank you so much. It means a lot and it helps me to keep creating these YouTube videos for you. So once again, thank you to everyone watching, liking, subscribing. So we're gonna jump right in and go over the Motion Backless bodysuit releasing. I absolutely love this bodysuit. I feel like it's so incredibly flattering, and I know it's gonna sell out, especially in this red color. But there are a few things I don't like about it, and we're gonna go over it. So one thing I don't like is this inner part pops out. I think it should be sewn down to make more of that slick, clean look, so just keep that in mind. That will pop out a bit. It's nothing huge, but don't be surprised if you encounter that. I feel like it extends a little bit past the zipper. It's a very small detail, but I noticed the small things. So I do like how it has a very wide range of zip. You could zip it all the way up. I don't feel like I'm being choked, and it's actually very conforming to the body and comfortable. I do wish that this dip in the back went extreme, like make it super sexy, you know, like, but it's still a very wide open back. I just like it a little more, you know. When I bend, I do notice like a tiny bit of puckering on the side. It's nothing crazy. It's definitely manageable. This, ladies, does not come with bust pads. And I'm a girl that if I wear a bodysuit or a sports bra in the gym, I need bust pads. If I'm cold, the whole gym is gonna know, and that's just not okay with me. So I'll usually take some bust pads and just like slide them in there. But the fabric is very stretchy and comfortable and soft, and it's very sweat wicking. It did get wet and dried super fast, so that was something that I really loved. Sorry if you hear my cat meowing in the back. He really wants to come in, but he can't come in, so he's crying at the door. For reference, I am 5'5" with a short torso and long legs, so everything you see here, I am a true to size extra small. Everything I'm wearing is an extra small unless I specify otherwise. There are quite a few things that I had to size down to an extra small, and some things I had to size up to a small. So I will definitely keep y'all updated with that. I feel like with this drop, they were a lot better with their bras. I've noticed A lot of the bras with Youngla for her have been majorly oversized, and I've had to size down to an extra small in a lot of things. So I feel like typically if Youngla for her does a bandeau, I have to size down to an extra small. They're very large. But this is definitely true to size. I got an extra small in the brick red. I also got black and brown. These are such beautiful colors. And I did not get the carbon green. This is what the green's gonna look like. I'll also be releasing another bodysuit, the Motion Seamless Romper. This fits so good, y'all. Super comfortable. I love seamless over cut and sew fabric because I feel like it just grabs the glutes better and makes the booty look so good, y'all. This and a glute pump, sign me up. So as you can tell, I'm a fan of the brick red. This bodysuit will also be releasing in the brown, the carbon green, and black. So you have 4 colors to choose from. And this is very true to size. If you are more of a larger chested girly, I feel like this will be better for you. I'm not a big fan of the coverage. I wish that the neckline went down a little bit more. And when I move, there's still just a tiny bit of gaping on the sides and in the chest. You know, because I think it's made for somebody with a little bit of a bigger chest, but it doesn't look bad if you are small chested. This does remind me of the Core Seamless bodysuit. It fits similar, but better. I feel like they saw what was wrong with the Core bodysuit and then came out with this seamless romper, but yeah, I'm in love. It does come with a metal Youngla logo right here on the back. As soon as it came out of the package, it fell off. So I think it personally looks better without that metal tag right there. So if you don't like the way it looks, just take it off. You don't really have to worry about gaping. There's very minimal gaping. You're not going to expose everybody in the gym. Along with the last bodysuit, they're going to have about a 4-inch inseam. And there's just slightly more compression with this ribbing throughout the torso, so I feel like it gives more of that hourglass look and a little bit of tummy control, so that is definitely a plus. And I do like that this one comes with bust pads. All right, y'all, let's talk about the Batman bandeau and seamless shorts and what you need to know, because your size is not your size. I sized down for an extra small in this bra, and it still feels like it wants to slide down. It still feels a little too big, and this elastic at the bottom keeps folding in, and whenever I move like this, the little grippy tape wants to pop open and you see it. I think that this could have been constructed way better, especially since I sized down, and it already feels like it's still not sitting properly. I don't know if you could tell, the elastic doesn't match up evenly all the way through. Maybe that's why there's that rolling problem, but it's still a super cute sports bra. I am a huge Batman fan. So you're gonna have Youngla here on the back. It does scoop to a very narrow strap in the back, which I feel like is a very flattering look, and I love these cool style lines that go with the shorts on the side. And you're gonna have this Youngla grungy print on the front, which I love. However, I do feel like it would have been really cool to do like a Batman logo right here. But moving on to the shorts, I do love them because I feel like this is the first really compressive short that Youngla has ever done, and it makes the glutes pop because it's compressing the thighs so much. It's very similar to Define if you've ever tried them. However, these style lines, I feel like they're cutting the glutes off. They're making the booty look smaller. I feel like if they were curved, then it would make the booty look juicy from the side too. But overall, I'm very impressed with these shorts. Sheer test so you can see. You can kind of see my skin through them. But this is an extra small, and I wish I sized up to a small because they just feel way too small on me, and they're squeezing my thighs in the worst way. I would kind of normally wear them like this, and overall they just feel too small. So I do recommend, if you have larger thighs and a larger booty, size up. I did get a small in the leggings, and I can't even imagine getting an extra small in the leggings. They would not fit. And the shorts will also have a 4-inch inseam, so that seems to kind of be the pattern here. I did also get the gray shorts, and if you look closely, you'll have that Batman logo in metal right here on the back, which I feel is so cool. This is what the glute scrunch is going to look like. You can't even tell that it's a scrunch when you wear it. It completely pulls to where you don't even see the scrunch anymore. So it'll be like that. And you're gonna have this more compressive material through the waistband. Honestly, I feel like this kind of looks like a ruler to me. I feel like the waistband is like, it's cool, but it's giving ruler. Only other color that I didn't get was this dark purple, and I feel like it's super cool. I actually wish I would have gotten it because it's giving Joker. All right, y'all, moving into the leggings. You know what? We need a little light. Okay, I feel like this is much better. With these leggings, I sized up to a small, and I still feel like they're too small in certain places. So size up 1000% in these leggings. They're still too small on my knee and my thigh. They're very compressive. If you like a really compressive legging, then you're gonna love these. I feel like they are very flattering on the glutes, especially with these style lines that go down, around, and under. In normal lighting, I feel like they're not really sheer. I feel like the rise is super low. These look like a very low-waisted legging on me. If you like low-waisted, once again, you'll love these. These are not tall girl friendly. They will have about a 24-inch inseam. When you're gonna continue to have these style contour lines wrap all the way down and around the leg and shape the calf really nicely. With this grungy Youngla logo on the side, and then once again the Batman metal logo on the back of the top waist. Now, I do notice when I squat, there's a little bit of gaping right here, and I don't know, that's just not the most comfortable thing to me. I am not a fan of these leggings, but I know there are girls who do love a low waist and extreme compression, which is probably a majority of girls, but yeah, for me, it's a no-go. And while we're on leggings, let's talk about the Motion Seamless leggings. I am a sucker for a super light pink color, so I did get these. However, the baby pink is very sheer. And here is a little sheer test for you. You can completely see that tag, and I would not do leg day in these. Maybe upper body or lounge around the house, because these, compared to the Batman leggings, have zero compression. This is a very super buttery, soft, stretchy material that I stayed true to size in these. I got an extra small, and once again, these are not tall girl friendly leggings. They're gonna have about a 24-inch inseam, but the waistband is very compressive. When I squat, I don't have that issue, and there's no gaping up top, so it does stay very close to the body. If you want this for a leg day, I recommend getting one of the darker colors. So all the colors releasing will be this carbon green, a brown, the baby pink I'm wearing, a mint green, the brick red, and black. Now, the Motion Wrap bra fits perfectly like a glove, and it's because I sized down. So, a good tip to follow is, if the piece of clothing looks big on the model, go ahead and size down. That's what I've been doing. That little hack has saved me so much trouble of being upset with pieces because they don't fit. If you are smaller chested, size down. If you're larger chested, like a D cup, I highly recommend just staying true to size. This is more for these small chested girlies. And because I did that, it does not dig in my arm. It feels really nice around, under, and on top of the bust. The straps are not too tight overall. I really love this bra. It's gonna have a cute little keyhole in the back and a tonal Young LA logo here on the back as well. Also, for the leggings, I forgot to mention, you're gonna have a white Young LA logo on the back and some mesh paneling that scoops down to the side of the glutes. It's not really doing anything. It's not giving compression or lifting the glutes. It's just more of like a style line. But these pinks really do go together. And also, another tip, if you want to see if leggings are sheer or not, look at the waistband. If the waistband is darker than the actual legging, the leggings are going to be sheer. So there's some tips for you whenever you're shopping. This is a medium support bra. I feel like I could go for a run in this. It does feel compressive, but at the same time, I've had more compressive bras. So I would recommend like medium. It's not light support. You'll also have a lot of colors releasing in this bra as well. So you'll have the pink, carbon green, mint green, white, and black. So here's the Motion Seamless Tank. I feel like this is a very comfortable fitting tank top. The only compression is going to be a very minimal slight compression towards the bottom band of the tank top. It's going to be a completely seamless material. I am wearing an extra small, so I do recommend staying true to size. I'm not wearing the right bra for it, but it's crazy that I have like all this crisscross action and you don't really see it through the tank. I feel like that means that this is a really nice fabric and it was constructed very nicely, because for it to be that seamless is pretty crazy. You are gonna have like a two-tone color here at the bottom. You're gonna have your brick red and then this lighter red here, which I think is a nice detail to keep it from being too plain. The other colors releasing will be black and carbon green. So if you look very closely, you're going to have the Young LA tonal logo branded right here, along with some shoulder blade mesh contour lines. I also got the Motion Seamless Twist Bra because I felt like this was just such a cute piece. I did stay true to size in an extra small because I was worried about under boob in the gym. So I do feel like when I raise my arms, you see like a little bit of under boob, so this would definitely be more for a leg day and not like an upper body day where you're moving your arms everywhere. And or this would be a very cute lifestyle piece like this and a skirt or a pair of jeans or something like that where you're not like flailing your arms above your head. If you are larger chested, you might want to consider sizing up just because of your bust. Like there's not a lot of coverage here, so this is going to be more for the smaller chested girls, an A to B cup, pushing it a C cup, because if I'm a B cup and I'm already like spilling out of it, I can't even imagine a girl who's gifted, okay? It is going to be a very soft, seamless material, and it's going to have no openings on the back whatsoever, so you will be covered. I am wearing brick red along with the shorts. I'm really feeling brick red this drop. I think brick red is the color of this drop, and these will sell out in minutes. I already know that the website's gonna crash. People are gonna be freaking out because items are being taken out of their cart. So make sure you set an alarm on your phone 2 minutes prior to the drop so you're ready, because I wanna see y'all get your wish list items. If you've been wanting to try Young LA, now is the time, because this is the biggest sale they do over the whole entire year. And I know that there's a gift you could get for your grandma, your mom, your boyfriend, your brother, your sister, your dad. Everything is in this drop, from lifestyle to comfort to workout, along with lots of accessories like nice book bags, duffel bags, laptop bags. So Young LA just makes the perfect gift for anybody, even people who don't work out. And send this to somebody who's a huge Batman fan so they don't miss out. So the other colors releasing will be black, cream, the baby pink, and carbon green, along with the brick red. Team Brick Red, reporting for duty. Now for the shorts, I did size up to a small because I feel like I just need a little more glute room in shorts for some reason, and I'm so glad I did. and there's no gaping on the waistband whatsoever, even though I sized up, which I absolutely love. This is just going to be your classic seamless style, and you're still going to have that mesh contour detailing. It's not really giving any support, but just a look overall. There's going to be no scrunch. So on the back of these shorts and leggings, there's no scrunch. It is just a straight seam, and it is the tiniest little seam. Look at that rise. That's like that's like 3 inches. So the other colors releasing will be the baby pink, the mint green, brown, cream, carbon green, and black. Oh, they came out with another contour dress, but this one is a shorter length, and I am obsessed with it. It is gonna be a ribbed material, and it's not the softest thing. If you know rib, I feel like ribbed fabric just, you know, overall isn't the softest. But it is incredibly stretchy to the point where if this sells out in your size, I did get an extra small and it fits really nicely, but if this sells out in your size, don't be afraid to size down, because I could do with, you know, a little bit more tightness. So I think an extra small would actually fit very well. This, you're gonna have the LA design here up front. You can kind of see more of the ribbing with this contour binding around the sides. Young LA metal logo right on the back of the neckline, but overall just a cute seamless dress, and I feel like it hits in a really nice spot. It's not too short, not too long, and it's very versatile. Like, I feel like you could dress this up or dress this down. And the only other color it will be coming in is the brown. I'm definitely a fan of the black, but once again, in case this sells out, you have another option. Y'all, look how cute this combination is. I could not help myself but pair the motion tennis skirt with the off-shoulder pullover. When I say I've been living in this shirt, I've literally been living in this shirt. Like, it is covered in stains. I have not yet washed it for this video because I have indeed been living in it. It's just so comfortable and cute, and I love this style, y'all. Like, this, everything. But be careful, because not everything you see is what you get, because each color in this shirt is going to be a different style. And let's go over them. This is my favorite style, the cream one with this like blue and red Young LA across. Let me see what size I got. So I did get a size extra small. This is meant to be oversized, so stay true to size. If this looks a little too oversized for you, go ahead and size down, girl. But if you want more oversized, go ahead, by all means, size up. But this thing is gonna be off both of your shoulders if you size up. So stay true to size. Let's go over the other patterns. So the black is gonna have this design here. The cream, the pink is super cute. It's more of like a tennis vibe. Black once again. And then you're also gonna have another design with the black, like the horse on the front. So be careful which black you're picking. And then the gray is also gonna have that cute tennis design on the front. So yeah, those are all the different designs for the... So I am wearing the white tennis skirt, and honestly, I feel like this is the best skirt that Young LA has done yet. And it hits at such a good spot, and you're gonna have the built-in shorts underneath with a pocket, so you could put your phone in here, tennis balls, a little snack for your hot girl walk, you know, fits a full phone in there. And it is a very stretchy material. It's not uncomfortable. It does have a very low inseam. I looked at the inseam chart. It said 7.5 inches, y'all. This is not a 7.5 inch inseam. Okay, this is probably like a 2-inch inseam, if I'm being for real. But it's really comfortable. That's just a security blanket in case, you know, you bend over and, you know, no one sees your underwear. But I feel like the skirt is a perfect length for it to be short and cute, and I love how ruffly and flowy it is. It's very conformed to the waist, so when I squat, there's no gaping, and y'all, this is just the perfect little tennis skirt. You know what they say, if you like it, get it in every color. So I did get the black and the baby pink because I need more pink stuff in my wardrobe. I realize I always get the same colors So if I'm getting neutral colors, I'm gonna make sure to also get like a wow color. Okay, y'all, so I'm in love with this contour tank. I feel like it is just so flattering. You definitely need to wear like a sticky bra or some sort of bra with it, because this single layer line of fabric is not gonna conceal the girlies. You are going to have a ribbed fabric, and what I do love about this tank top is the ribbing is going to go up and down in the front and then side to side on this side paneling here, and then once again up and down in the back. You're going to have your metal Youngla plate here along with some adjustable straps. I love me some adjustable straps because us women, we do not come in cookie cutter formats. We're all shaped differently, so if something's adjustable, I am all for it. So this is a little bit of a longer length. Since this is more of a lifestyle piece, I do wish that it was a little shorter and hit at the small of the waist so it could pair nicely with a lot of the other items. You could always just fold it in on itself to get the desired length if you do want it shorter like me. But I think this pairs so nicely with a lot of our sweat stuff. So, and I am wearing the gray. The other colors coming for this tank will be white, brown, and black. So I am wearing an extra small, but I would not mind sizing down. I could definitely size down in this tank. It's very stretchy and loose and more of a comfortable fit. So if this does sell out, don't be afraid to size down. Now moving on to the on-the-go skirt. I had to get this gray heathered color because it's a classic. You know, I do love that you're gonna have these drawstring cords so you can actually make it tighter if your waist needs it, if you're just like a little thing. You're gonna have this Youngla logo right here on the left leg, full pockets. I can fit my whole phone in here, y'all. Look at that, gone. Where did it go? In my pocket. So this is what the back is gonna look like as well. I love how they've been making short skirts, but shorts underneath. This is also gonna be like a very loose, comfortable, seamless fabric. As you can tell, there will be a little bit of puckering here underneath the glue. It's not like a tight material. Something I don't like about this skirt is this waistband is not completely sewn down. It's only stitched on the sides, so sometimes it could be a little wonky when you take it out of the packaging and you could be like, oh, how am I supposed to wear this? But yes, it's meant to be folded over like this. It's stitched on the sides, but it would have been nice if it was just already stitched down. And you're gonna have a very soft, fluffy fleece material on the inside as well. And the other colors releasing will be this cream, a baby pink, a dark gray, and a light gray. I am once again wearing an extra small, so I do recommend staying true to size. And if you have bigger glutes, you might want to size up. Like if you're a big booty Judy, it is a little skirt. So now we have the Layover Sweat shorts. These will have a 3-inch inseam, and it's very similar to the Youngla sweat skirt, the on-the-go skirt. You can fold this over and then you'll have your drawstrings. You can make it low-waisted or high-waisted. I feel like it looks good both ways. And very deep pockets. And this will only be releasing in 3 colors, so this will only come in the heather gray, the light pink, and black. Now here's the layover hoodie and cuff joggers. I got the camo. This was my favorite colorway out of all the colors dropping, and there are so many colors coming in this. It's a very comfortable material, and it's going to have that very soft, fleecy plush on the inside, so it feels like a really soft, comfortable blanket. And I'm just a sucker for camo, so of course I chose camo. I did size up in the bottoms to a small because I noticed when I get extra small and I wash and dry them, they shrink in the wash. So I've had to size up in everything. Even in the men's joggers, I've had to size up to a medium actually because they just get way too short. So these are pretty long to the ground. They're touching my heel actually, so I feel like these joggers are more tall girl friendly. Just be sure to size up. The drawstring length here, and you're gonna have that like gummy melted flat material on the end, which honestly, I haven't really been liking the metal tips. I prefer something like this because I notice after a year or two, those metal tips do fall off. So for the details, you're gonna have the script Young LA here on the wrist. The Young LA, I like to call this Hollister print on the front, a very deep pocket, and this is what the hoodie looks like. It is a very small hood. It's not like a super large hood, but it's enough to like cover your eyes. So I think it passed the hoodie test. You're gonna have nothing here on the back. And then the only Young LA logo you're gonna have is right here towards the bottom of the calf. And now all the colors releasing will be a baby pink, the camo, the dark green, white, cream, the brick red, brown, black. There are just so many colors coming, y'all. So I'm gonna give 2 different point of views for this because y'all need to see the full fit. This looks so cool, girl. We have the on-the-go pullover and straight leg joggers. This is very comfy, and I feel like this is more of like a dressy sweat set, so it's like comfort but also a little bit of swag in there. So once again, I am wearing an extra small top and small bottoms. It will have this kind of like cuff at the bottom, but this cuff, I love to fold it in at the small of my waist so it sits like that. And I love this little like half zip they have right here. It just adds to the style, and I'm not a green fan, y'all. I don't care for green, but these next 2 greens I'm about to show you changed my mind a bit. But the only logo you're gonna have is this like Young LA with the rose right here on the front, nothing on the back. And moving to the pants, they're just such a flowy material, y'all. Like, that's oh my gosh, in love. You're gonna have the Young LA here again, and this is just such a perfect length. I did get a small. I'm a little worried about washing and drying these and them shrinking. So I kind of wonder if I should have got a medium, but I hate when the crotch is like super low. So right now the small is perfect. I did size up. If you have long legs, size up. So these are more like fall colors. We have the brown, cream, green, this dark gray, and a heathered gray. So I had to get the vintage windbreaker and track pants. I'm not a windbreaker track pants kind of girl, but these were just so stylish. I loved the designs, the style line, the multicolor. Like, Young LA knows how to do lifestyle for sure. Some of my favorite lifestyle going out pieces are Young LA, and I usually wear Young LA everywhere I go. But to start with the windbreaker, you're gonna have these pockets here on the side. They're not gonna have zippers, but they're very deep. You're gonna have a cuff right here. It's not too tight on the skin, so it is a comfortable fit. And I will say this white is just a bit on the sheer side, and on the inside you're gonna have a very soft mesh. So this is not uncomfortable or itchy on the skin whatsoever. I feel like I could sweat in this and I would not feel uncomfortable. Here's the hood, and you're gonna have these drawstrings right here, so if you really need to protect yourself from rain or wind, it is very functional. And you can even take these drawstrings right here and like tie them together if it's super bad, like, and zip it all the way up and see how much protection we get. Oh yeah, you don't even need to tie them together. All right, y'all, I think I'm ready for a windstorm. And on the bottom here towards the waist, you're going to have draw cords as well, so you can really cinch it to give it more of a form fit. Moving on to the track pants, I did size up to a small, and I still feel like they're a bit on the shorter side. They do have very deep pockets along with that classic track pant racing line down the side. You're also gonna have a little Young LA right here, and I feel like I still could get away with going to a medium because of the length of my legs. This is more of a low-waisted item, as you can tell, but I just like to wear things at the small of my waist, so definitely size up if you have long legs. Y'all, I wish I got the baby pink in this because the baby pink is so freaking cute. But I got the green, which is also pretty cool, but it's not like super cute like pink, you know. The colors releasing will be this black and white, the red and white, which is super cool, the green, and this baby pink. The baby pink is so cute. So for the barrel jeans, I did get an extra small, and I feel like they fit. I did get the medium blue color. I think on long legs, they just look a little odd to me. I feel like someone with like more of a shorter leg length, these would like pile on top of each other very nicely, but these are not my favorite jeans. Please tell me they look good on me because I feel like they don't. Maybe I'm just in my head, but maybe I should have tried a different colorway. I do recommend staying true to size. On the inside, you're gonna have these like adjustable scrunchy things so you can fit it to your waist. I do feel like it's just way too high-waisted for me. I wish that it like came down a little bit, you know, so it could like fit on the glutes really nicely. Here on the back of the tag, it says, "Happiest girls are the prettiest girls." And I think it is so cute to have a message on jeans, y'all. And it is great for the length of my legs though, you know. The jeans do hit the ground, so they're not too short. You can see them all right here. You're gonna have the light blue, medium blue, and vintage blue. I got the medium. So I also got the off-track jacket in a size small. I sized up because I wanted more of like an oversized fit, but it covers my hands, which could actually be cool. If it's a cold night out, you could just like bring your hands in. So this is what you're gonna get if you size up. I feel like I could have stuck to my size extra small and it would have still been oversized, but y'all, this is such a cool look. So it's gonna have that leather material with the Young LA across the front. It'll say, "From LA to the world, remember the chaos." And then a cool Young LA design with the black, gray, and red. Some little patches here on the side. You're gonna have the Young LA towards the top of the neckline and nothing on your right hand side, along with some little patches here at the bottom. Absolutely love this freaking jacket, y'all, but this is the only colorway it's gonna come in. So if y'all want this jacket, you gotta be quick. I know it's gonna sell out. So now we're moving on to the men's items. These are all pieces from the men's items I feel like would be great for girls as well, and or things that I think would look good on my man. So I got a lot of these pieces for my man too. So I'm gonna show you what I got him. And starting with the Batman compression tee, I did get it in a size small and it was just too big for me. So I decided to cut it into a cute bolero for the gym to go with a sports bra. And I actually loved this look. The sleeves were super long too, so I had to cut the sleeves, but I just kind of rounded it towards the top and straightened it in the back, and it worked really nicely. So if you're a girl, you could definitely snag one of the Batman compressions and just cut it into a super cute bolero. So for the Batman shadow tees, I got the Joker because y'all, this looks so cool. And in person, that design, oh my gosh, they did such like a great work on this t-shirt. They're also gonna have the metal Batman logo here at the bottom, and it's gonna be like an acid wash throughout the shirt. The other ones releasing for this type of tee, other than the Joker, will be Bane and Batman himself. So for this t-shirt, I did get a size small. Now what kind of Batman fan would I be if I didn't get a Batman tee? So for the character tees, I did choose Batman, of course. This looks so freaking cool, y'all. The other tees that'll be coming is, this one's really cool, Catwoman's heel stepping on the Bat logo. Batman that I'm wearing right now. Bane. You're gonna have Batman dropping his mask. Oh my gosh. And then the Joker. And those are gonna be the character tees. Now, out of all of the t-shirts, the rhinestone t-shirts are my absolute favorite. Look at that, y'all. That is like so insane to me. It just is so shiny and perfect. Am I Batman? But once again, size small. And y'all, I had to get the Catwoman rhinestone tee because look at that. Oh my gosh, it just is so incredibly perfect. I wish I would have gotten more of the rhinestone tees if I would have known how good they were. So all of the rhinestone options will be Batman, Catwoman, the clowns. I actually really wish I got the clowns. That looks so cool. The Joker himself, Bane, the Bat logo. So these will be all the rhinestone ones. Yo, this looks so cool, y'all. I had to get the long sleeve Batman comic one. Look at that detailing all around the shirt. This is just so cool. And I love how it just, all the sketching, it just looks like a real comic on the shirt. And then Young LA right above Batman's head. This is so cool. It will come in a black gray, and I got the cream. So this is what the black, this is what the black will look like. The cream and the gray. So once again, extra small. I feel like this fits perfectly, and it's just so comfortable and soft, yet still being like a very thin fabric. This is a very quality t-shirt. So this is the Infernal Echo Phase Tee in a size extra large. So if you do want like a super oversized shirt, extra large actually fits pretty comfy and cool. You're gonna have the Young LA on the back, and it's gonna have kind of like that paint mark throughout the whole entire shirt, and you're gonna have a skull that's kind of like being warped away, and then a hazy Young LA. I feel like this is a really cool streetwear shirt. Other than this one, you're gonna have the like snakes in the skull, the stabbed heart, and then kind of like these angel wings with a skull. So those are the options for the haze tees. So I did get the fuzzy teddy jacket in the off-white and sage green because I've been needing a jacket that'll really keep me warm and be comfortable, and I'm just super cozy. So when I saw this jacket, immediately I knew it was the one. And this is a size small, y'all, and it is super oversized. It zips up all the way, so it'll also keep your neck warm, and you can have room to tuck your chin in to just really build in that warmth. And what I like is it's oversized to the point where I could bring my hands in and then just kind of like close off like this for extra warmth. It's not the softest material I've ever felt. It's definitely soft. However, I feel like the Young LA for her, the sweatshirts, sweat jackets, sweatpants, all that is much more fuzzy and soft on the inside, but this is very insulating and warm. Like I said, on the scale, on the soft scale, I would say it's about an 8. It's not a 10. It's soft, but I felt softer. This is a good look all the way around. I definitely feel like a teddy bear, and it can go like really low, but I just kind of let it fold over itself like that. And the other colors releasing will be the off-white and blue, and then this complete cream color. So the Batman armored zip up and armored sweats were the first thing that I put in my cart. Y'all, this looks so freaking cool. First off, you have the Batman logo right here on the front. I love this fabric that's following the zipper. The Young LA here on the pocket, and you're gonna have all of these armored style lines down the front that just make it so cool. And you're gonna have that like cut off hem. I absolutely love all of the details on this hoodie. The hoodie fits really nicely. It goes just barely over the eyes if you pull it. So this is gonna be more of like a heavier material, double lined throughout different parts of it, like the hoodie. Oh my gosh, look at the cuff. It has that like cut off hem as well. So freaking cool. And looky here, you're gonna have the metal Young LA right on the end of the hoodie. Now for the armored sweats, I got a size medium. For all of the men's joggers, I have to get a medium, and my man and I actually end up sharing the sweats because we wear the same size because of my legs. So first of all, you're gonna have the metal Young LA tips on the end of the drawstring, You're gonna have 2 pockets on each side. So this is actually kind of like a cargo, and you're gonna have those style lines down the side of the pant as well, and then open up towards the ankle. So freaking cool. 1 pocket here on the side and a metal Youngla along with a metal bat logo here on the pocket. So this set will come in black and gray. I do have the gray option here, and I got my man the hoodie version, so this is what the black to gray looks like. They look very similar, and his is an extra large. So for the hoodies, you're also gonna have Youngla and that same washed material on the back, and the Youngla here on the pocket, also with a black and a gray option. So with the Batman Stealth hoodie, you'll also have these matching joggers. You're gonna have a minimal Youngla here on the leg, along with a very large batarang on the leg. This is so cool. These are one of my favorite joggers. Once again, had to get a size medium, and then you have a pocket here on the back, very deep pockets in the front, and this time more of like a rubbery tip instead of metal. So I also copped a Batman Midnight hoodie. So you're gonna have the Youngla here on the front pocket, along with this really cool like cracked glass batarang or Batman logo. You're gonna have Youngla here on the hood as well. Once again, I love when they do this detailing. And you're gonna have Bane walking away with a Batman mask on the ground. Look, I feel like that is so, just if you're in your feels and you want to be like mysterious in the gym, like this is the hoodie that person wears when they just have their hood on, they're listening to their crazy music and have Bane on their back. This is the hoodie. So the other options for the midnight hoodie will be Batman with the Batman logo behind him, and then the Joker. This one's actually pretty cool. I'm so sad. Luckily, my man forgave me, but I got him a Joker hoodie with the clowns going down the sleeves. I thought that one was so cool. I brought it to a shoot today, and somehow I lost it. I have no idea. So it was the Batman zip-ups. This is the Joker one I was telling you about, with Joker on the back and the clowns down the side. I feel like it just looks so cool. Other than that, you're gonna have like the little Batmans all over the gray one, but you're only gonna have those 2 options for the Batman zip-ups. I also got him this cyberpunk hoodie in gray. I feel like it was just such his style, and he looks great in it. But you'll also have that cool like tattoo design on the hoodie. It's gonna be blank on the back, but y'all, this is so cool. It also is going to come in black and purple. Those are all the items I got, and I know there's so many other items I didn't cover, and I actually got my man a few other things, but I couldn't find them anywhere. I don't know if they're dirty or what, but yeah, just look. There's just so many items being dropped, and I'm gonna put a preview link down in the description for the men's and women's items, along with the items that are restocking, so you can kind of look through and see everything. And at the bottom it'll have a size chart, so you can just kind of navigate and see what's going to be too short, too long, too big, too small. But now the exciting part, the giveaway. So if you've used code Taylor ever, or you use it this month, just send me a screenshot that you've used my code, and you're automatically entered in the giveaway for 10 entries. Send it to me on my Instagram at TaylorandBen or TaylorBLefts. Just send me a DM. And to enter for the $100 gift card, I'm going to be giving 3 people $100 gift cards. How to enter: comment down below your favorite item from this drop and your Instagram handle, so I can let you know if you won. That'll count for 1 entry. And I'm going to be doing unlimited entries on my Instagram, so just find my post for the giveaway and there'll be instructions on there. So thank y'all so much for watching, babes. Remember, code Taylor activates the Black Friday sale, and I cannot thank you enough for watching this video. If you made it this far, go ahead and give a like. It helps with the algorithm. Thank you. Bye, babes. Mwah.